Hi everyone, my name is Jill Savery and I'm filming this video from San Francisco, California. I'm sorry I can't be with you today. I'm head of sustainability for the America's Cup Event Authority and I'm also an Olympic gold medalist. I've been fortunate to be able to combine the two passions in my life, and that is sport and sustainability, into one career. And today I'll share a bit about this field with you and what we're doing here at the America's Cup. I've been asked to say a few words today about sustainability and sport, especially with regard to the America's Cup. But before I do, I just wanted to share a few fun facts with you. The America's Cup is the oldest international trophy in sport, and the regatta itself is not named after the United States, but rather the schooner that won the first race back in 1851 off the south coast of England, beating the British Royal Yacht, and that boat's name was America. So the trophy itself is named after that first winner of that race. It's always been a symbol of excellence, of technological innovation, and there are only 4 countries that have ever won the America's Cup, and they are the United States, Australia, New Zealand, and Switzerland. The most recent winner of the America's Cup was Oracle Team USA, and that was in 2010. And the winner of the America's Cup gets to decide where it is held next. And so Oracle Team USA has chosen San Francisco as the site of the next America's Cup, which will take place in the summer of 2013, just a year away. As you all well know, the links between sustainability and sport are very clear. Athletes need a clean environment to compete in, but sport also has an impact on the environment and communities. And especially with the recent events taking place in London 2012 for the Olympic and Paralympic Games, the topic of sustainability in sport is now more prevalent than ever. And this is no different with the America's Cup. We've made a commitment to deliver a sustainable sporting event. The America's Cup is more than a sport. It's more than a sporting event and a sailing race. Our commitment extends to delivering a model sustainable sporting event, but also one with a purpose. And I'll outline what I mean by that. To begin with, we had to define sustainability for ourselves, and we have adopted the holistic concept of sustainability, covering the environmental, social, and economic aspects. And about a year and a half ago, we undertook a significant planning effort with local stakeholders and organizers to define what this meant to us and to develop a sustainability plan. And that plan has 5 themes that we focus on: energy and emissions, resource efficiency, natural habitats and wildlife, inclusion, and engagement. And our sustainability plan is online on our website if any of you would like to look at it and understand what we mean in each one of those areas. But if you boil it all down to one concept, we really want to minimize any potential negative impacts and maximize all positive benefits. You may know that San Francisco is a very sustainable city. In fact, last year it was voted the most sustainable city out of some major cities in North America. So we have some great partners locally that are helping us to deliver a model sustainable sporting event. And some of the target areas that we're focusing on are looking at our carbon emissions, and we have adopted the methodology that was used for London 2012, our carbon footprinting methodology, in fact even using the same consultants that developed that protocol. And we're identifying our carbon footprint, taking measures to reduce it as much as possible, and then compensating for our owned carbon footprint, taking responsibility for that. Another main area has to do with waste. Events generate a lot of waste, and we want to keep this waste out of the landfill. In San Francisco, 78% of all waste generated in the city is diverted away from landfill through recycling and composting programs. We're so fortunate to have this system in place, and we want to do much better than that. More than 80% of event waste we'd like to divert from landfill. And in our construction and demolition of our event venues, we'd like 90% or more of that waste to be diverted from landfill. And these targets are similar for the Olympic Games and other sporting events that take place around the world. In addition to looking at energy and emissions and waste, the other areas that we're really focusing on are related to food. What kinds of food do we serve at our event? This is an opportunity, especially in California, as the breadbasket of the western United States, we can source local, sustainable, and healthy food for our event venues. And we've developed an America's Cup food framework with local stakeholders on how we're going to deliver on this commitment. We also look at sourcing of materials. This is something that was widely publicized with the London 2012 Olympic Games, and we are actually doing the same. We want to source sustainable, healthy materials, and again, we want to keep these materials out of the landfill, reduce packaging, and reduce environmental impacts. On the inclusion and engagement themes, one of the things that a sporting event can do is engage with people in a way that maybe nothing else can. We expect millions of spectators here in San Francisco, online, watching live online on television or on the internet, and around the world to be viewing our event. What can we do to engage with these people about sustainability? One of the main areas that we're focused on is what's called our America's Cup Healthy Ocean Project. Given the strong links between sailing and the marine environment, and our recognition that our oceans are in trouble, 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by ocean, yet only 1% is protected. So we've developed the Healthy Ocean Project campaign as a way of engaging with people around the world and locally about how they can protect the marine environment. And there are 3 themes to that effort. One is promoting sustainable sea life choices, and again, we do that in our own way through our food framework by only sourcing sustainable sea life for our venues. The next is marine protected areas. We want to advocate and promote for the protection of biologically diverse marine areas. And the third is reducing marine plastics. We all know about the issues with the gyres in the ocean full of plastic. We can do something about that. We can keep plastics out of the marine environment, and we can clean it up. We do a variety of beach cleanup activities. We have a film festival and lecture series here locally, and this is really a campaign to help people take action. And over the next year, you'll see this campaign grow, and everyone can participate through taking small actions to protect this wonderful resource. The relatively new field of sustainability and sport is exciting. All over the world, there are organizations and associations and event organizing bodies all coming together to really learn how can we minimize our impacts and maximize our community and legacy benefits. Just last year, I was part of a project to write a book on this topic. There are not very many resources for people to learn about sustainability in sport. This book is actually called Sustainability in Sport, and my co-editor, Dr. Keith Gilbert from the University of East London, and I were able to recruit several over 34 authors to contribute expertise and knowledge about sustainability in sport from a variety of viewpoints, from athletes, from sport event sponsors, from event organizers, from academics and others, to really showcase this growing field and to share learning and knowledge. So I encourage all of you to investigate this resource and tool for you. Also, you'll probably hear today, the London 2012 Legacy Learning website is a great resource about sustainability in sporting events. I know you'll hear from my colleague and also an author in Sustainability in Sport, the book, Sean McCarthy, to tell you a little bit about what has happened in London and around the world with regard to sustainability in sport. So I thank you very much. I hope you'll check out our website. I hope you'll provide your comments back to me and to the America's Cup organizers at sustainability@americascup.com. We are all moving forward in this movement together, and I wish you good luck and enjoy the event today.